So what is design build anyway? Why don't I just hire an architect and then hire a company to build it? We get that question a lot, and the real answer is it's the whole one-stop shop. It's the complete package. It's the concept to completion. That's what we call it. And basically, you're hiring one company to come up with the design and build the project. In there's a little missing piece if you don't really pay attention to it, and it's the costs. The big unknown if you say hire an architect or a designer or a draftsman is how much is this going to cost? You don't know. They can give you some guidelines, but you don't really know until you have that plan, bring it to a company like ours, and then we give you that cost. Then you find out. Oftentimes, the majority of the time, unfortunately, that cost that we put together is more than what you had anticipated for that project. So then you go back and you redesign it, and the project shrinks all along the way, and then the sort of fun is taken out of it. With the design build approach, we come up with the project to fit the investment range before we design anything. So we want to talk, if you remember in our design funnel video, we talk about broad project options and cost ranges before we go down to design path. All the while we're designing it, you have control over those costs. If the costs are getting a little too high, we can pull them back. If there's room to add additional square footage, we can talk about that too. There are always options. With design build, we come up with the plans and the costs the whole time, so there's no big surprise at the end. We'll design to fit a predetermined investment range before we draw any plans, before we start building the thing. You'll know exactly what the costs are. On top of that, with our selections process, we pick everything out before we begin. So we help you select the countertops, the flooring, the cabinets, every piece of the project before we start construction. That way, again, there are no surprises during construction. So the design build approach has been gaining popularity over the last 15 to 20 years just because of that. It's that one point of communication from the beginning all the way through to the end. Another common mishap for design bid build projects, when you hire, say, an architect, a designer, or a draftsman, and then you get bids to build it, are the point of responsibility. What if something was missed on the plans? What if something was missed on site? What if the plans can't really be built, structurally speaking, in reality? That's happened quite a few times. We do build from other people's plans. It's probably 30 or 40% of our business. The majority of our clients do find benefit in hiring that one-stop shop from concept all the way to completion. Even in the design build world, there are multiple different ways to go about it. Some design build companies charge you for the design, and you don't even get to keep the plans if you don't use them to build the project. We work a little bit differently. I'd love to talk to you about how that process works and how we may or may not be a good fit for your project.